On whom do you think is ineptitude to blame? I think about this a lot because I watch a lot of Neebs gaming. Like a lot. Like I binged all 15 episodes of Schedule 1 yesterday. Those are an hour long. And when it was over, I was like, oh, it's over? I guess I'll start over. And so I don't just watch. I actually don't watch. I don't distract myself with my eyeballs. I listen. And I pay attention for patterns. And so, like, yesterday I was scrolling through the comments on the most recent one, episode 15, I think. And I was noticing people saying things like, oh, I love them making these simple mistakes, and I love how they never correct these mistakes across watches. And so I ask, on whom is their ineptitude to blame? Because, like, their inability to do basic math. Even Simon, who thinks he's really good at math, terrible at math. Anytime he has an opportunity to do basic math in his head, can't do it. On whom is their ineptitude to blame? Or on what? Because they are pattern drinkers, and Simon and Duralius are pattern THC consumers. So on what is their ineptitude to blame is a question that has no validity in my mind, because I'm fucking ripped. I'm so baked I can barely keep my eyes open. Like that kind of baked. My eyes are all swole up. That's also because of the pollen outside, but that's not the point. The point is that, in full transparency, I'm completely baked, and I can do basic math. And so, like, sometimes Absro will blame the North Carolina school system. Well, I grew up in the North Carolina school system, and I can still do basic math. I know basic grammar. For example, there's an episode in 7 Days to Die where they're talking about idiom. He uses the word idiom, and Simon and Neebs ask him what that word means, and he goes, I don't know. And he tries to explain it to them. And idiom is any turn of phrase. Any turn of phrase. It's a word or any collection of words. He was trying to say aphorism. He was trying to confuse aphorism and idiom. And on whom is that ineptitude to blame? That he doesn't know the difference in these words? Is it his K through 12 teachers for not hitting him in the head until he brought in vocabulary? Because in the Middle Ages, they believed that if you just hit a child often enough, they would learn the material. I'm not suggesting you should hit children. I'm saying that there was a thought behind this, that the teacher was accountable for you learning it, and if you were going to choose not to learn it, they were going to choose to beat you until you did choose to learn it. And there were a lot of medieval writers who thanked their teachers for beating them. In fact, St. Augustine, an ancient, early Christian writer, did the same. In fact, I read for you where Marcus Aurelius opens his book, his Confessions, with that very thank you.